Hello, everybody. My name is Bennett, and I'm fine in every conceivable meaning of the word. And I actually, this time, did not immediately start recording again as soon as I was done with the previous one. It is now the next day, and I wanted to try out Melissa, the Sleek Mage, because we haven't tried that character out yet. So let's go. If you don't know how this game works, earlier in this playlist, you will find other episodes of this particular series, I suppose it is. And, okay, removes all cramps. Draw hand onto full. Let's stun him. Yeah, so in the first of these videos, I learned how the game works, so. Her gimmick is that she deals increased damage. I believe double damage to stunned enemies. So I want to stun as much as I can. Let's see. That's crit. Oh, okay. So I unlocked some new gems. And apparently crit is the new mechanic of the day. And I believe that might be a good idea to add crit to stuff. Because yeah, I'm all about that damage this time around. Hang on, what do you do? Corrosion, inflict 2 weakness. Well, weakness is good to apply when I'm about to lose the next 2 rounds. So maybe I shouldn't apply crit to a round where I will lose. Let's just slap it on here. Unfortunately, I can't combine a crit with a stun. Then I'd be able to do some devastating stuff. Some good stuff, even, as the game would put it. Let's see. I guess a regeneration could be nice. Well, paper is a lot about card draw, from what I remember. So let's get the quick draw here. Slap it on meta magic? Yes, because no, wait, I don't know. Probably wasn't ideal because you draw cards until your hand is full anyway. Okay, so that was the worst thing to do. That's not what I should have done at all. But greedy. Since with this one, I'm going to draw until my hand is full, I'm going to slap greedy on here. So I'm always going to deal 10 extra damage with it. That's excellent. And this is damage in general, or just double damage against stunned enemies? So that might be really powerful. Might be really powerful because it applies to other damage, like from artifacts as well. Okay. Rock and scissors. Let's start with paper here. And a rock here. I don't really see a reason to prolong this fight all that much. So let's just... No, wait, what am I doing? What on earth was that move? The rock. I want the rock here. Alright, get stunned. Wait, no, this is my stun card. I just assumed the rock would stun, which is not how this game works. Okay, I can slap some corrosion on the rock. Doesn't do anything special, but not taking any damage, so that's fine. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, pommel and then kill. If I'm not mistaken. Like, the stun should apply right now? Does it apply right now? Yes, it applies right now. Okay. Last time I wasn't sure whether the stun applies to the next round or to this round already. Let's see, grant dodge. Let's see. Remove all debuffs on self could be pretty good. Dodging is always useful. 3 damage to self, 2 empowered. Doesn't seem worth it. Let's see. I'm gonna shrug it off. Slap it on here. Oh, nice. Little hedgehog guy. I guess some healing would be a good idea. I suppose. This is actually kind of tricky. I should get the dodge. And I'll throw it on shrug it off. Why not? Right now I don't really have much of a plan, but that's okay. I think 1 shield per turn might be useful. Just a lot of chip damage being prevented per battle would... It'll add up. Okay. So I don't have a super useful artifact yet to duplicate. And increasing my base damage would be good because she's all about base damage and then doubling it. So I'll go for the food. Oh yeah, this guy. Okay. Let's see. All right. I can increase my damage for the next one. It doesn't... It's not a lot of damage. So I'm not going to play the crit here. I'm gonna inflict weak here. Let's go. Oh yeah, I forgot how hyperactive he is. Okay. At least I don't proc like a million things per turn. Okay, I'll play this here and here. I'm hoping that I'll draw a paper. Yes. And then I will be able to inflict maximum damage with the crit. Okay. Let's see. 10 damage. 3 damage. Hang on, wasn't it supposed to deal double damage? Are you not stunned? I didn't play this. Oh no, I played crit and not stun. I'm not paying much attention to anything that's happening in my life, apparently. Let's see. I could just stun him and then parry. That doesn't do much. Hang on, but I'll stun him. And then I set up a crit for next round. Okay, let's see if that works as I was hoping it would. Are you stunned now? Yes, you are. Here comes the double damage. Wasn't it supposed to be double damage? I don't know. Did I not? What did I play? Ah, it doesn't matter. Oh, I did not know about this. That's fun. Okay, well that's an easy round, relatively uneventful, but it does the trick. I am enjoying the music quite a bit. Okay, so let's shing meta magic and corrosion, and that'll do. Oh, okay, so it does double the damage from the whatever that icon was. Greed? I don't remember. The one that deals damage for every card I have in my hand. Ring of the Betrayer. Every time you lose, deal damage equal to 25% of the enemy attack. That's not what I want. Grant 2 empower, inflict 3 weak. Inflict poison, inflict weak. None of this is what I want. None of these are what I want. Okay. Let's get this one. Remove a cramp from your hand. That could be useful. Let's slap it on that rock. Why not? Okay, and I don't think that's really worth it, right? 2 empower, but 3 weakness. Well, hang on. I have not slapped anything on here. Ooh, nice. That's actually kind of perfect. That way I deal damage from the hedgehog effect, and I get rid of the weakness that is applied to me. Perfect. Hey, that's a good combo. I found a combo. I did a thing. And I'm just gonna get more card draw, even if it's relatively unwise to add cramps, just because there are cards for paper that are more powerful, that gems for paper that are more powerful if you draw cards. Okay, let's see. Wow, I have too much paper here. Entirely too much. Sure, let's move one of these over here. That powers up rock a little bit and increases the balance in my deck, which is always nice. Okay, let's see what we got for food. Rock damage, no. +1 base damage, no. Scissor damage 3, paper damage 3. Yeah, well, I'm taking this. I need to deal as much damage as possible with singular hits, because stun only lasts for 1 interaction. And I also really need more cards and artifacts that inflict stun, because it's kind of silly that I only have the 1. Okay. This is the guy that wins on a parry, which is a little bit annoying. Okay, I'm just gonna play this here, and this here, and this here, and it doesn't really make that big of a difference. But let's just go. The important thing is that I don't have any cramps at the end of my turn. Okay, inflict weak. Alright, it was a decent first turn. I lost 1 interaction, but that's fine. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Well, I can inflict 1 stun. So I'll do that. And hit him with the Shing. Alright, that's better than it could have been. I lose the first interaction, but then he gets stunned. Hit him for double damage, yes. Okay. Sprint. Okay, and there's another rock. Perfect. Well, that couldn't have gone any better, and I'm going to get rid of the cramp by the end of this. Which is excellent. I like how these subtle differences in starting cards are making a huge difference in how you approach each individual battle. Let's see. I could play this here. Well, it's gonna get a crit for me. Okay, so I'm gonna play investment here, shrug it off, which means I lose this one. But then I can draw cards, and I get my super good card that's gonna deal a ton of damage because he'll be stunned. No, because it'll be a crit. I keep mixing the two up, and that's probably not the wisest thing to repeatedly do. But he's weakened, so I'm only gonna take a little bit of damage. Okay. Take that. Oh, okay. Knapp. Yes, I can speak English fluently. Okay, sprint. Okay, yeah, you're toast. Alright. And die. Okay, okay, that went alright. 4 damage, not bad. Oh, inflict stun. I'm definitely taking this one. Yeah, I mean, I have to take this one for sure. 1 dodge and 1 stun. That's just incredible. Ooh. Ooh, I can get a crit for the next action and stun for the next action? So is that like quadruple damage or 3 times damage? That's what I want to know. Good stuff. This is the best card ever now. Remove all debuffs to self. Grant 1 shield for each debuff removed. Sure. Removing debuffs is useful. What do you do? Remove 1 cramp from hand. Okay. I should try to find another gem that has an upside and a downside in form of a debuff, and then that'll be perfect. Just gonna get that's difficult. 5 at the end of 5 at the end of battle, or 2 regen every time I play the card. I'm just gonna go with 5 at the end of combat. I don't really have any synergy with damaging myself, so Flagellate doesn't really do much for me. Okay, I can duplicate a gem, which would be huge. Or duplicate an item which wouldn't do much at all. Okay, I'm going for the double gem, so I think it's called Mist Form. The dodge and the stun. I definitely need another one of those. Oh, hello. Don't think I have met you yet. Alright. Yeah, just the regular... Oh, hang on. Save this one for later. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Because crit and stun. And then I play my strongest possible card here. And then I remove a cramp from my hand, which doesn't do anything, but I need to play something here. Wait, it doesn't even explode. 40 damage! So it is 4 times damage. Double from stun, double from crit. That is awesome. Let's see. That's difficult. I could win this one quite handily, but alright, at least I inflict weak, so in case I don't do particularly well on that final attack, I'll be fine. Okay, and end turn. Alright. Alright. Let's see what happens for the final question mark. Okay, I lose because he has Duelist. Okay, okay, I have everything I need. Wonderful. Yeah, let's see, what deals the most damage here? I suppose... Well, this'll deal 3 damage. And this also deals 3 damage. So it doesn't really make the biggest difference in the world. Okay. Well, I have to pretty much play this one here. And put this one here. And another one here, another one here. That should be good enough with the double damage from the stun. Alright, okay, so I'm starting to... Wait, I don't even remember. That's fine. I thought I had a thought, but I didn't. That's one of our favorite quotes by my grandpa. Yeah, I was gonna ask about it, but then I didn't care anymore. That was pretty funny. Um, okay, Ring of the Celestial. I need it for the final battle, maybe. We'll see. Um, discard all your cramps, draw as many cards. Um, I already have ways to get rid of cramps. And discarding them really just delays the inevitable. How about a little bit of healing? Just a smidge. A smidge? A smidge. You're right, losing is part of the learning process. I'm getting better at this every time, even though my current build is terrible compared to the one I had last time. Another one of those guys. Okay. Get stunned. Nerd. Yes, duelist, okay. Maybe nah, this is fine. It's all good. It's all good. Corrosion. I'll save the empowerment buff for later. Alright, the card that's stunning also deals double damage. Because the stun gets triggered first. That's good to know. Ah, dang it. Okay. Alright, got some bleed going, that's fine. It wears off. Alright, investment. Let's see. I'll just see if I can heal maybe a little bit. Exhausting draw, add a cramp to your deck. So I'll save the card that removes cramps just in case I draw it, which is very likely. Okay. Wonderful. It's weird that they're holding bombs, but they don't explode. Like, I'm not complaining. I don't want them to explode. That sounds unpleasant. It's still weird. Let's see. I can set up for my ultimate combo. Unfortunately, has duelist. Alright, so the nice thing about this card is that I dodge an attack with it. So I'm going to dodge the first attack. Now I'm going to dodge this one. And I'm going to block this one. And no, this doesn't work. This does not work the way I wanted it to. Well, as long as I get a stun and a crit at the same time, it's all good. I'll save, shrug it off for later. I guess I can just sprint now, so I can get rid of these cramps. Yeah, I used sprint tactically despite the fact that it gave me cramps. See, I'm getting there, I'm learning. Okay. Alright, that was a lot of damage. That was even more damage. And we're done. Sweet. Okay, I'm starting to go places with this. I just really need some synergies for my artifacts. But alas, I'm not getting any. Pummel throw. 100%. Always be pummeling. Let's see, where do I slap it on? Oh, I should put it on here. So I can inflict even more stun. when I duplicate the mist form gem. Discard one random card, draw 2 cards. It's not. If I had any synergy with drawing cards, that would be awesome. Yeah, but I guess I just have to go for it. Where do I put this? Sure, let's put it here. Good stuff. Okay, and do I want a cut maybe? I mean, I have like I have room to just make this card a little bit more damaging. It's not amazing, but oh well, I don't want to waste any points. Yeah, I'm not getting any good artifact synergies here. All right, so this is kind of annoying. Well, let's see. I could move one of my less important cards over to paper, just really quintuple down on it. Let's see. Sure, let's move that card over to paper. I'm going all paper now. Not all paper, but you know what I mean. Like, I know the final boss can't be parried, which is kind of scary, but I did not even consider the fact that I would have to move something over. Let's see, Mistshape. Mistshape is definitely the best thing. The best idea since underwear. Do I want to inflict 2 stun with 1 card? I say, why not? Well, maybe I should spread it out more. No, but this gives me chances to like do a 3-hit combo, 1 stun and then 2 double damage attacks. That's pretty good. All right, it's the frog. Always look out for whether it's in defensive stance or not. Okay. Right now it isn't. It is frog season. Okay. Pummel. Wait, do I do that here? Alright, I definitely wanna block one of these. This one's gonna do stun. I suppose I can play that here since it's gonna be stun. Oh, that doesn't do anything. Let's play that here so I don't take any unnecessary damage. And hit him with the corrosion at the end as a parry, but whatever. Okay, that's good enough. That's good enough. All right. Draw back up to full, deal a bunch of damage. And parry this one. All right. That's an okay start. Okay, I can inflict a bunch of stun now. I definitely want to counter this one. I guess Mistshape would be pretty good here since I don't know what's going to happen. Wait, no, it's defending. It's defending, it's defending. Okay, we start with a parry. And a parry. And a parry. And then we draw some cards, I suppose. Wait, no, it's gonna make me it's gonna make me discard it. It's still really funny. The second video ever in this series was for 5 more minutes. Part 2 of 5 more minutes because I really enjoy that game. And I just absent-mindedly said, oh no, you're gonna make me discard. So you can imagine what I used as a thumbnail. And that video had like 12 impressions. YouTube was not happy with me. Well, I can stun here. That would probably be even better. So let's parry here and stun here. Because I don't want to get hit by the corruption. Ah, now I locked this one in, damn it. Well, stun is going to happen here, so I definitely want to play meta magic here. I mean, let's just stack a bunch of stun upon a stun. I just don't want it to act anymore at all. Because it will still be on defensive retreat next turn, so it's fine for me to stun it so much. Take all the damage in the world. Wonderful. Yeah, what confused me earlier is the fact that the number on the card already gets doubled. So you see like a preview for the damage you'll deal. Okay, that's unfortunate. Well, I can stun here. So I'll just stun here. That's not optimal either. Well, I can get a dodge here, so that's fine, I suppose. Anything that prevents damage is good. I don't have any debuffs. I have 3 dodge right now. I didn't even realize. Throw out a cut. So I'm gonna dodge that attack. That's fine. Gonna stun ya. Okay, which means this is gonna be a draw. And here comes to rock. Alright, now it's in riposte mode again, I believe. Yes, riposts. Gotta be careful there. Parry and parry. And parry. Well, I shouldn't try to win. So I'm gonna have to rely on a dodge to get out of this one. Okay, luckily I have dodges. 4 days, even. And all these parries are very wonderful. Yeah, next time it loses, okay. Alright, it's on defensive retreat. It is... Oh, that's a problem. Well, no, I got dodge. I got dodge. And I'm gonna dodge all day. And everything is dodge. Yeah, I'm just gonna... I'm just gonna throw all the paper in the world at him. Okay, get incredibly and utterly stunned. And take all the damage in the world. 36! Another 48. Wow. Goodness. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Okay, please give me some artifacts that are useful. Ring of Gluttony. No. Every time you grant shield, every 3 actions inflict 1 weakness at the end of turn deal 2 damage. What is this? Are you perchance shitting me? Grant shield equal to enemy attack. What? That's crazy. That's a lot. That just like at least negates an entire attack, even if I lose. And if I win, I just get a bunch of defense. That's massive. He does have a look of nice try on his face, doesn't he? Okay, okay, well, I could inflict damage to grant shield. Let's just take these 2 for stalling and just a little bit of extra damage. Okay, yeah, I don't have good feelings about how this battle is going to go. Corruption. I want more of the... I want another Mistshape card. So I'm going down here. Mistshape is the solution to all of life's problems. Like, it dodges the current fight if I lose it. and it stuns the next fight, regardless of the outcome. So that is just really good. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And then we stun. And then we hit him with that. Alright. It's all good. Oh, I just realized I have not fought you before, I don't think. I don't think. I've fought some other variants of this wolf. Alright. And you're stunned, so you don't stand a chance. Okay, well that's threatening. Let's see. Okay, so I'm most likely to get a critical hit here, but I might just... Okay, so I play this here and I hope for a missed shape to play here. And I play nice try here because 8 shield is pretty good. Okay. So I can counter this 11 attack. And then I hit him with the crit shing. And, oh nice, pommel throw. Perfect. Okay. So that's about as good as I was gonna get, realistically. Build up all the dodges. Here comes the big attack. Nice, okay. Alright, I took a decent chunk out of that wolf. Healed a little bit even. Okay. Got 3 dodges. Alright, the first one is a stun. So let's see. I definitely want to block this one. It makes sense to... Yeah, that's a good question. What makes sense? How about I just stun you again? And then I hit you with one of these and one of these, and then I sprint. And meta magic. Yeah, that should be pretty good. I'm not gonna be stunned. I usually want meta magic to hit when the enemy is stunned. So I'm gonna save it for... Hang on. No, I want to get rid of all the cramps, so I should play meta magic now. Even if it's not optimal for damage. Okay, get stunned, loser. Double damage. Oh, the procs. There are so many wonderful procs. I like it so much. Alright, enemies don't inflict a lot of status ailments. Okay, okay. Alright, well... I should probably start with one of these to power myself up for the whole thing. Then I can parry with a shing. So I can deal a ton of damage here with another mist shape. So I can deal more damage here with a nice try. And then I finish up with the parry on the leech. If it's even necessary. It probably is. I honestly can't keep track of everything that's happening. From the horror stories of Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition that I've heard, I assume that that is roughly what that game must be like. Alright, alright. We good? We good? Wonderful. Get the heal from the priest whatever thing. Okay, let's see. The cramps deal 3 damage. Every time you grant shield, deal 1 damage. Every time you inflict weak, deal 1 damage. Oh, Gambler's hit. Okay, let's see how many I have 2 blank paper cards, so let's play Gambler's Hit. Hang on, which one of these is better for that? Well, this one inflicts stun, so I should probably add more damage because the stun gets activated first. And then depending on how many cards I've drawn, I'm going to deal even more bonus damage on top of that, which is awesome. Kite Shield, combo finisher, if this card has 3 gems. I guess I could use combo finisher. Yeah, I should. This is going to be a very damaging card. A combo finisher, slap it on here. Yeah, it's interesting because with with the Hater Fistinator, I was like building up a bunch of artifacts that synergized, and with Melissa, I don't. I had something more insightful to say than that. I focus more on individual cards, which is interesting. Well, sure, let's just put it on here. Good stuff. Okay, now I can duplicate a gem, which is going to be very fun because I know exactly what I'm doing. Maybe that's why I like roguelikes. I can say the phrase, I know exactly what I'm doing, and not cry afterwards. No, I keep saying things like that, especially because they're maybe a little too real. That's what I talked about in the last video. Like, is that how it starts? The oversharing? You think nobody hears you anyway, so you might as well? Because I feel like that's how it starts. Okay. Wait, no, she wins parries. Forgot that she wins parries. I can't win these scissor attacks. What I can do is inflict stun and pommel throw. Wait, no, that's not. None of this is ideal. That's why it's called war. I really gotta play fucking Sonic Forces all the way through, huh? It's only 2 hours long. I should be able to get myself through that. Sprint. I have ways to get rid of cramps, so it's fine. I can sprint every now and again. Let's see. Okay. I want to draw as many cards as possible. Let's go. All right, so I'm gonna dodge this attack. Wonderful. That's a lot of damage already. That gambler card isn't even like primed yet. It's gonna get stronger as the battle goes on. Like that. I don't know why I thought I would win that. That was a parry. That's fine. Okay. Okay, rock, scissor, pepper. Okay, I'm gonna lose this one. That's a shame. Let's see. Already deals 4 extra points of damage. That's nice. Let's see. I want to draw a card. Well, I can stun here, so that this is the one that deals 2 stuns, so that's actually kind of perfect. And then I played a Shing here. Investment here, it's not ideal, but whatever. And I guess Nice Try to get some armor. Nice Try is a really good card for dealing with question marks, I feel. Okay, get stunned, loser. Draw a bunch of cards, wonderful. Yeah, okay, this fight is gonna go by a lot more quickly than it did with Arturos. Which I believe his name was. please, if you're doing cosmetics for this game, I think it was a Super Best Friends play Soul Calibur 4 or 5? Hater Fistinator. Have that as a skin. You'll sell a fistillion copies. Um, I am so glad that I'm going to hell anyway. It's just it's just relaxing to be aware of that at all times, you know? Okay, I want to deal my most damaging damage here. Let's see. Do I eat that damage to counter the corruption? Well, I'm gonna just dodge this one and then stun the corruption. And then I hit him with the pommel throw. And then for the stun, it's not ideal, but the stun is gonna get wasted on the 2 damage scissors card. But yeah, I can combo the ever-loving shit out of her. It's really interesting because Arteros was all about face tanking the damage. And with Melissa, you just don't even get touched at all most of the time. Just okay, hey, if you watched this video for this long, first of all, thank you. And secondly, what is cooler? Because I feel like there are two schools of thought on this, right? Uh, Not getting hit at all if someone is like a badass and just dodges everything, or getting hit but shrugging it off immediately. Which one is more badass? Like dodging everything or tanking everything without letting it bother you? Because as a Blastoise truther, you can probably imagine what my opinion is on that matter. But I can totally see why someone would think the opposite, because, it's very subjective, the art of badassery. Alright, okay. Wonderful, and then she's gonna enter her super ultra despair girls mode. Now I have to play another 5 cards just to get to that mode. Wonderful. Sure, let's just cramp on cramp action. Oh no. We've all been there, where the mind is willing but the flesh is weak. That's awful. No, you know what? No, fuck that. It's not awful. It's natural. It happens. Okay. It's really funny. My cousin, a composer for video games, Christoph Jakob, also on YouTube, he streams a lot. Well, not a lot, but occasionally, whenever he has something he's interested in streaming. And what's really funny is that sometimes you'd be like, oh, I wonder how he's enjoying. I don't know if he's streamed Silksong. I wonder how he's enjoying Burnout Paradise. And you click on it, and he just goes, boop, 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 meow. He just sings along to whatever song doesn't have lyrics at the moment. It's really dorky, but it's also kind of endearing, I think. Okay, let's... Okay, now I can actually parry her again, right? I'm going to sprint. I need to deal more damage. I also recently discovered, what's his name? Tom Candy? And every time I say sprint, my mind goes to that Lord of the Rings song. Lord of the... and they walk, walk, walk. It's funny because it's true. They do walk a lot in those books. It's very much one of those cases where you can make fun of something without being mean. Just point out something that's kind of ridiculous about something you enjoy, At least I assume he enjoys it. I don't think he would like bother to make something so accurate. All right, let's see. 4 more turns, but I got the revive, so it's all good. Do I go for the super duper crit attack? I might as well go for the super duper crit attack here. And block this. And sure, inflict damage here. Cramp on cramp, that's fine. Okay. Now the big hit. Draw all my cards back. You know, people always talk about how, like, in like Dominion and Slay the Spire, like, oh, in a normal turn, when you build your deck right, you draw your entire deck. And it's kind of nice to play a game where it's a lot more realistic for someone who doesn't think that far ahead, like me, to build a deck where you draw your entire deck every turn. I like that. Okay, so I put this one here. I got 7 dodge. I don't even know why I'm worried. Let's see. Inflict stun, deal massive damage, and yeah, just counter this one. I think I got this one covered. Kind of interesting that I forget what her name is, and I don't want to call her Scissor Girl. However, I don't I don't know if she's just the most difficult character to play well, or if it's just because it's the first character I played. But the other two, I made it all the way to the end on my first attempt. Did I make it to the first? I don't even remember. Did I make it to the first? Did I make it to the first final boss? Um, did I make it all the way to the end on the first on the first run with Arcturus? I don't remember actually. And I can't be bothered to figure it out. I don't even know what accent that was supposed to be. Okay, let's just deal all the damage in the world. A bajillion damage. 17 bonus damage from Gambler's Hit, and it's going to get quadrupled from the crit and from the stun. Okay, and then we pommel throw. And then we sprint to maybe get something more useful at the end. Okay, wonderful. I got a lot of dodges, I'll be fine. Okay, now comes the big damage. 72 from the Gambler's Hit. Another 28. Parry with the cramp. And I believe it is over. Tis! Die. It's kind of funny that she has the exact same dead animation sprite model. I don't even know what this is as everyone else. Okay, well, that was a good run. That was a good run. I was worried that I only had a couple of artifacts. Like most of my artifact slots are empty. But all of the stunning I was able to get done was really nice. You could almost call her cool. Anyway, now that I've played all of the characters and I've beaten the game with 2 of them on the camera, I think that might be it for Handmancers for now. I'm very much excited to see where this game is going. Thank you so much for watching, sticking around. I hope you enjoyed it. And hey, if you're if you fell asleep to this video, which like at least 2 people have done for some of my videos, I'm aware, I can see the analytics, then hang on, let me try something. You are on a cloud and you look down and you see a beautiful gazelle frolicking around the field, and then it steps on a landmine. And you have to avert your eyes, but despite the massive distance between you and a gazelle, and despite the fact that you have turned your head as far away as you could, a single a single hoof flies past your field of vision. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to do something kind for yourself, a loved one, and a gazelle in any order you choose. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.